ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, Tim, it sounded to me, and maybe I didn't hear it correctly, that he said he was considering seeking a dangerousness hearing.
I think that was on a suggestion by the judge. There's no dangerousness hearing. It's not going to pan out. It's just a straight release on personal recognizance. There's no conditions of release. There's no nothing. It's just straight personal recognizance. The most lenient release determination you could possibly get.
So those conditions that had been at the district court are now gone?
They're gone, correct.
No, I don't understand that. And so a superior court judge can't set the same conditions that would be set in a district court?
Well, the statutes are a little different. The judge apparently felt that the Commonwealth didn't make their case, and he wasn't going to make it for him. So we're going to leave it there.
What do you think about the Commonwealth trying to make its case? It seemed like you were struggling a bit.
Well, you know, we've all been there, first of all, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. But you know, a judge likes to throw curveballs, but I don't have any comment on that. You know, I don't think he did make the case, but you know, we're pleased that the judge didn't do it for him.
At the end of the day, is this a weak case that the prosecution's bringing?
It's an incredibly weak case. Every bit of conduct here is First Amendment protected activity. Even the indictments concerning the dispatcher. I want to invite everybody to take a look at the Pentagon Papers case in the Supreme Court, where journalists are completely insulated and protected from criminal liability for publishing material that was illegally taken from a government agency, etc. They're completely protected. So I don't even know why they even brought that charge. They should have never brought that charge.
Is this your reaction to the support here by all the people?
I'm blown away by the support. I feel like this issue is united left and right. People who, even if they might not have disagreed with me on topics I've written about before, I think we can all agree that government abuse, corruption is something that unites all of us. And I feel like my coverage of the Karen Read story has gotten me a lot of different readers who might not have liked the content that I produced before. But we can all agree that what is happening to not only Karen Read, to not only me, but also to the Canton Nine and the dispatcher, who did nothing wrong except was a whistleblower about corruption, is a threat to justice everywhere, is a threat to the First Amendment, is a threat to free speech. And what you're seeing right now is a desperate move by a district attorney's office who is under federal investigation by the United States Attorney's Office. And in one of the witnesses in particular who I'm being charged with intimidating, they claim that I intimidated him, and as a result he had to drop out of Bridgewater State University, Colin Albert. When in fact, what they failed to point out is that Colin Albert was visited in his dorm room at Bridgewater State 10 days before I ever heard of this story, with the summons to appear in front of a federal grand jury. So the heat was on them long before I came around. And any intimidation they're feeling is likely coming from the federal investigation into them.
Is there something that you wanted to say to the judge inside, but you didn't feel comfortable and you'd say it now?
To the judge? I mean, I was perfectly satisfied with today. I believe the judge ruled correctly. This is a more serious court, and clearly Mr. Mello did not come prepared with any statutes to back up his argument. He looked like a deer caught in the headlights, and so we were very happy with the result today.
Is it your understanding that, based on the new Superior Court conditions, if you wanted to go question any of the people who had been previously questioned, there'd be nothing legally preventing you from doing that?
I'll have to consult Mr. 𝗿𝗿 about that, but it's my understanding that that would be perfectly permissible. It's my understanding.
No conditions.
All of the restrictions have been lifted.
Yes, all of the restrictions have been lifted. You can't break the law. That's pretty much what the judge said, but no one can break the law. So my conditions are no different than any of yours.
Mr. 𝗿𝗿, are you concerned about a dangerousness hearing, sir?
No, there's not going to be a dangerousness hearing. I think the judge and Mr. Mello were just kind of talking out loud about that. That would be another absurdity in this case, trying to claim that Mr. Kearney's dangerous to anybody, which is an absolute joke. I just want to also tell everybody here, it's really encouraging that there are so many eyes on this case here, because that's what we need. We need eyes of the public on what's going on here. The government in this case just suddenly decided out of the blue, for their own self-interest, for their own self-interest to declare that normal journalistic activity that all of you engage in is now a felony. That needs to be reversed. That needs scrutiny, and that's why we're so encouraged the fact that everyone is here today reporting on this, interested, questioning. This is what America's all about. So we can't thank you all enough for being here. We really appreciate it. Anybody else?
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank everybody for coming. I really appreciate it.
How do you feel, Aidan?
Great.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Good Christmas. Good Christmas.